A huge welcome, everybody, to our game of the week. Finally, it is here. You can take all that just another game stuff and throw it out. The eyes of the nation are on this field today, and that's what these players live for. All of us feeling very lucky to be here. Number one versus number two. It is built to this, and the college football world is just stopping to watch and see what happens in this game. Could very well be a preview of a playoff matchup, as we'll see the number one team in the country, the Florida Atlantic Owls, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Rams will kick this deep to start us off. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36. The drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, FAU. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Florida Atlantic 7, Colorado State 0.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. He's got some daylight, turning on the speed. Turns on the speed. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Colorado State. He will score. What a highlight moment. The kickoff taken all the way back for a touchdown.
I mean, a kick return for a touchdown is one of the most electrifying plays in football. Everything has to align right. Great blocks. Return man hits the crease just like he did there. Then he's off to the races. By the way, if I'm the kickoff coverage team, I don't know if I'd be kicking to this guy.
And the PAT is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. It's caught, but out of bounds, so incomplete.
I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials are going to overturn that previous ruling on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Toss play. Back heads to his right. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
He's brought down at the 41.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Running out of time in the pocket. They bring the heat, and the blitz works. They've got him.
Well, this sack is on the quarterback, in my opinion. Anytime you call a screen, you've got to be aware that that pass rush is coming in. Bait them towards you and go over top. This time, he's unaware of how quickly they're going to come in.
He's looking to scramble. Finding some room with the 25. They finally get him down, but that is a huge play. Quarterback doing it with his legs.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself. Picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the drive has reached the all-important red zone. Here's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
7th play of the drive coming up. Toss play to the outside. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense of slowing them down.
Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get them to 3rd down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And there's the handoff. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Using his legs on the scramble. He's found some room at the 45. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense loved to play the RPO game. And here early, they pick up some big yards.
Fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Lets it go on the move. Launching deep. Makes the catch for a huge gain right near the sideline.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Rams getting set on 1st and 10. And the single back takes the handoff. And he stopped just short, down at the 2, but an excellent run.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
And he scores. Touchdown, Rams. They'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. The extra point makes the lead 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Fires it to the wideout, but they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes, and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
State offense on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? That run moves the ball across the 35.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
I love how they're using the receiver here in motion. With a weapon like this, just get him the football. Simple throw for the quarterback. He's got all that speed built up. You get him the ball out there in space with a couple blockers, and you get big plays like this right here.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. To his right, eyes are downfield, but the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop. The offense pinned back. Now they're running on the toss. Spins away from defenders. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
He'll take a deep shot here. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Now they line up to kick the extra point. And it's up and good.
The extra point is good. That ties the game at 14.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. Defense makes the tackle as the final seconds of this first quarter run out.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. And now the handoff. Jukes to get free. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Colorado State. No chance to catch him.
play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. Each offense has been clicking, scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Breaking free at the 35. They finally make the tackle, but the big gain moves the ball across midfield to the 47. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create...
Well, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
Well, the reality with any screen pass is they usually take a little bit of time to develop. And though they often can hit big, sometimes they take too long to cook up. And sometimes you can get sacked.
Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. He's on the run. Launches deep. The ball is picked off.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender and he throws the interception.
The Colorado State offense is back out there now. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Looking to scramble now. And they finally make the stop, but that's a huge gain in the scramble. He found some space and just went for it.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
Quarterback takes off now, looking to scramble. Oh, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. Here's the first play of the drive now, set up at the 24. He'll hand it off. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense some fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And he drops back in the gun. He's escaping the pocket now. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. The QB throws his third pick of the day. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
Inside the 30 now. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Rams. So the offense clicking now, Kirk, building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense is shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he knocks through the PAT. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Or it's snapped to the back. The stop made at the 45, but enough for a first down.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
Looking to scramble. Fires it on the move. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
The offense really clicking here. And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the completion made. He's swarmed by the defense.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
Keeping it on the ground here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And it's good, right down the middle.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. Return it 1 down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
Ball handed off. They tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado State.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, results in quick and positive results.
And the PAT makes the lead 18, 35-17. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
35 for Atlanta.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. Using the ground game here, tailback has the handoff. Moves the ball up to the 30. That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. It's picked off again, the 4th for this QB today.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. You know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. We know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's the toss play now. Running to the right. Breaks loose at the 45. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield to the 48.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. A pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
He's moving out of the pocket now, and he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick completion to the tight end.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The Rams hustle to the line to run the hurry up. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground. And the Rams come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. He's found some room at the 45. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today.
And it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
The Rams looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. It's a draw play. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Boy, draws and screens are a great way to counter an effective pass rush. Allow those defensive ends to get upfield and then hand it off at the last second.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Touchdown, Rams. Still no answer for this offense. A quarterback who can escape and score. What a weapon for that offense.
Well, quarterbacks with legs like this are so much harder to prepare for and defend than your more traditional quarterbacks. That kind of speed, that kind of creativity makes it almost impossible to defend him and keep him cooped up all game.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final seconds in the first half, they will just take a knee and head to the locker room. Looks like the offense is content to run out the clock here and just take it to intermission.
I get the decision. You're down, but the coach clearly felt like trying to execute a drive this close to the end of the half would be too big of a risk.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looks like the offense content to run the clock out here and go to halftime. Talk about the second half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Running with purpose. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Well, he was close to getting to that corner and picking up some big yards, but the defense does a good job of getting him out of bounds.
Getting set. Here's second down. Looks right for a quick completion. Moves the ball to 25. Good enough for a first down.
This guy's been such a big factor in this game. Already a couple touchdowns. Now they need the first down. They dial him up again, and he delivers.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. And now trapped behind the line. It'll be a short loss.
Well, the offense tries to go with the play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure and came up with the sack.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires it to the wideout. And he's got his man open downfield. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle was finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Throws to the tight end. He fires this throw and is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback escapes the pocket. And he decides to step out of bounds, avoiding the contact. Doesn't have enough for the first down.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in a run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They're going to run it here. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just... Mark inches away.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. We go with a direct snap. Brought down at the 40. That'll be a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on old reliable, that offensive line, and they come through for you.
Important second down play coming up. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He's hit as he throws it. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's running out of time here. He's moving out of the pocket. And looking for a big play here. Oh, nearly picked off again. They almost had another one, but it will set up fourth down.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. The receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. And that is no good. And it's still a huge deficit.
Chris, you and I were on the field in warm-ups. We saw this guy hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and actually went over. So we know that he has the leg to make this kick. I just don't think he got enough on it.
Colorado State offense is back out there now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Quick pass, the catch is made. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play. Here's the second down play. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Can he make it to the marker? They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Now, fourth down.
And the Rams will look to convert here on fourth down. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. Oh, they've stopped him short. What a fourth down play, and they will take over on downs now. First down here for this offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Owls. Point after, knocked right through. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
That makes the score Colorado State 42, Florida Atlantic 24.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Rams offense back onto the field. Last possession, they went forward on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. He's going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being in check down or the possibility involved in the screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down. The Rams will come to the line to crank up the tempo. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Brings up third down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Quarterback looking to scramble. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And the junior able to get home with the sack. The offense couldn't convert on fourth down the last time in this situation. Let's see if they can this time. And he'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds his man, has the first down. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. They didn't lose any yards, which is great. I think they're definitely looking for more from that play.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. It's going to be a loss on the play. Forced out of bounds. Great play by the defense.
There's the defense stepping up and making a nice play. Let's face it, this quarterback has been tough to deal with. He's been able to run and pick up some good yards, but this time the defense is in position and they tack one for a loss.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on third and long. Receiver in motion now. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's fourth down coming up.
At the 8-yard line. Offense facing fourth down.
On the double.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Colorado State 42, Florida Atlantic 24.
And the Rams will look to convert here on fourth down. Send the back in motion. Trying for a fourth down completion. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that first down.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and goal.
It's a second and goal play for the offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Second down, we're going to throw it. Touchdown, Colorado State. And this one is getting ugly.
Boy, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5-wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
And the point after is right down the middle.
49, Florida Atlantic 24.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the FAU offense back out on the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He bought some time, now lets it go. Checks this down to the running back. He's swarmed by the defense.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Not enough on that one. It falls incomplete. Offense will try to convert a third and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on third down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on fourth and long.
So the drive stalls, the punt team on the field. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Here comes the Colorado State offense on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. Looks like he's going to run it. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Well, all week long, this defensive coordinator told the media and told us when we sat down in our production meeting that they knew that this quarterback had the ability to throw the football. But today, it's been the quarterback's legs that's been giving them the problem.
The back's got it. Eludes a tackle. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds the receiver wide open. Touchdown, Rams. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Point after, up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. And the Florida Atlantic offense takes the field again. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
Chris, the defense dials up the blitz. They're unable to get into the backfield, giving the running back enough room. I'll tell you, the linebacker makes a great play just to come up with a tackle here.
Runner takes the toss and moves to his right. Breaks loose at the 40. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Tackled all the way down at the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. They're going to run it. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in that era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. This offense needing to score and then get the football back. The offense threatening now, 1st and goal. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Touchdown, FAU. This offense cannot be stopped.
You know, today's not been their day, but the thing that you can always hang your hat on is these guys are still competing. They come up with a touchdown here late in the 4th quarter. Can use that as hopefully some momentum into next week.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Colorado State offense is back out there now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Escapes the pocket. Breaks through the tackler. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Touchdown, Colorado State. And the beatdown continues.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Extra point, knocked right down the middle. Now they get set to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The offense just going to take a knee here. This one is over, and they can begin to think about how to improve. It went backwards on first down, so second and long from the 24. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated, chasing a perfect record.